Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Task Force Off-Road. My name is George if you haven't been here before. In this episode, we're going to be discussing some of the products that I got to see while I was out in Sema and why I'm so excited for them. Kind of just going to keynote some of the favorite ones that I had, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a real simple, down and dirty video. If you guys don't mind, if you want to watch this video, just click the like button and subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to insert some pictures into here of some of these products just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to visualize, but I have like some business card stuff here. Just that way I can talk to it and go off that. So the first thing is this Thin Skins product, okay? So this is a husband and wife startup company, and it's basically just a door skin to go over the door in your Jeep Wrangler or Jeep Gladiator. Currently they only have them for the back, and they have them in either 2 or 3 models, I believe. One in which you can access the handle and one in which you can't. Now, this couple isn't into the off-road community at all when I was talking to them at SEMA, but their whole idea behind this product was that they always have their dogs in their Jeep with them, right? So they don't want their dogs to be scratching up the leather or the door, and they want to keep it nice. So they have this nice thin, it's kind of like Duramold plastic that just slides right over. It was so easy to use, and the material felt really, really good. So as I was speaking to them, I saw this huge thing in the off-road community and how you can use it if you're on a muddy trail or when you're taking your doors off and you don't want the insides to get all dusty or scuffed up or whatnot. I saw a lot of really good uses for this product. Obviously having pets back there. If you guys work with your vehicles too, maybe you got to move some lumber every now and then. You don't want things getting scuffed up, scratched up, leather ripped, stuff like that. That also a really good use for it. I know they said they were going to be making a product for the front after going to SEMA and then talking to all of the people there and seeing how people were excited about using these in other adventures, like the off-road use, the mudding use, and stuff like that. Because we all know when you're on a muddy day on the trail, especially out here in the East Coast, and it gets really dirty, you get that stuff all over your boots, your pants, and then as you're getting back inside the Jeep, when you got your doors on, they're wiping off everywhere. It just kind of makes the cleanup a lot easier when you're transitioning from being on the trail to off the trail, because you can just take that guy off, hose it down, and you're good to go. And especially when it comes to storing it, you don't have to worry about something rubbing up against it, kind of ruining the inside of your door. This was a really cool product, and I was actually pretty excited to talk to the couple that made it. All right, the next one is Mech Magnet. So you guys who have been in the Jeeping community, you know about this product. It's people who make like paint armor, so to speak. It's just a magnet product that slaps onto your Jeep, and then when you're on the trails, you don't have to worry about branches or anything hitting it. So because the JLs went to a lot of aluminum, they had to come up with this new kind of product. So they gave me this light tester, and it has obviously a little thing on the back. You peel that off, and then it stays sticky and becomes sticky, and it's reusable, which is pretty cool. So you can take it off, peel it. They gave me this so you can really test it out. You can throw it in the dirt, you can get it dirty, you can do whatever, and then just hose it off, let it dry, and it works just as new again. So this is another really cool product. I forget the price point on these guys. The price point on the Thin Skins, I believe, was around $150 for both back doors. And these guys, I forget where they were at, but obviously if you want to keep your paint nice, you don't want to get the pinstriping, again, especially out here in the East Coast, this is kind of a good product to have because it's just like armor for the paint of your vehicle to protect it and keep it kind of nice. The next one is actually a new head unit. I had not heard of this company before until I saw it at SEMA, and when I went to SEMA there, I saw the booth, and I stopped dead in my tracks when I realized what I was looking at. I literally beelined in the opposite direction when I saw this and went right for the booth to start talking to people about it. And that is the Linkswell system. So after talking to the guys at Linkswell and the guys at Stinger, which, as you guys know, it's the head unit that I currently have in my Jeep, there's definitely differences into how they work. The Linkswell is like a 12-inch screen, and it actually replaces your whole climate control cluster as well. So all of that becomes a screen, kind of similar to the way the Ram looks. I'll insert some pictures into the video here, guys. That way you have an idea of what I'm talking about here. But it looked very clean, and it was a very impressive looking unit. Now, the way the Linkswell works is it's all ran off of an Android tablet. So those of you who have iPhones to run Apple CarPlay and stuff like that, which it can do, it's running emulators. And I don't know how I really like that because I'm not a computer guy. You know what I mean? I don't know what chips do and stuff like that. So when you start having other things running the opposite OSs, I don't know how that messes with the hardware and how much extra work those components have to do. The guys at Stinger definitely said that in their opinion, the way they do it, it works and it works well. However, you're going to see decreased lifespan of the product if you're running like Apple products and things like that, just because they said the hardware is working harder to run those emulators. Now, take it with a grain of salt because this is obviously coming from their competition. But even the guys at Linkswell told me that is how they do it. It's all running off software and there's no actual hardware into it. Whereas with the Stinger product that I currently have, that is an actual designed head unit at heart, where this is an integrated tablet. So a little bit different in how the functions of those two radios work, but they both look really, really impressive in the Jeep. I like both of them. They're about the same price point. I actually think the Linkswell might be $100 less. I'll throw the prices somewhere here in the video, and I might link them in the description too for you guys. The Linkswell, the one thing I saw an issue was when it came to installers, they were mostly in the Midwest. There wasn't anything in most of the other parts of the country. Now that can be a huge issue because whereas Stinger's all plug and play, and even though they have all these different modules, it's all pre-programmed to the vehicle that you're buying it for. It doesn't necessarily have to be VIN coded, but it has to be like they're made for Jeep or they're made for Chevy or whatever. Like the modules, the pack modules that make your steering wheel controls work, all that stuff. It's all done. All you have to do is plug it in and it works. Whereas the Linkswell, you do need to download that software and tell that specific module what kind of vehicle it's going in and what functions you want to retain out of that wiring harness. So that's another extra key to the installation progress that you might need to take into account, where the Stinger, it might take a little bit of time. Stuff on all the wires is kind of a pain in the butt, but it is definitely DIY friendly and anyone can do it because it is plug and play. The Linkswell might be a little bit more advanced. Definitely something to note about that. One of the things I was most excited about, guys, was talking to all the different brake companies because, as you all know, I have a Jeep lifted on 39s, stock axles right now, so I need to start beefing up a lot of components. The one thing I really think I need to start beefing up is my brake system because I haven't done anything with my brakes since I bought the vehicle. Yes, I'm still on stock pads and rotors. So I'm at 62,000 miles, and it's about time to start replacing my brakes because I'm definitely seeing some degradation in performance of my braking, especially with the steel bumpers and the bigger tires. Now, with that being said, I started going to a lot of the different braking companies and seeing what they had to offer. And one thing I was most excited about was talking to the guys at Wilwood. So while talking to them, while they currently don't have anything for a 17-inch wheel for a Jeep, they did just come out with it, I believe, for the Bronco and the Toyota Tacoma to fit the guys with 17-inch wheels to have a 6-piston caliper as well as bigger rotors. Now, the gentleman I spoke to said that they were developing currently and expected out about springtime to late summer, is that they will have a 6-piston caliper system for the front in the Jeeps for 17-inch wheels. And I was really excited to hear about that because that's kind of something I was very interested in right now, and I was definitely looking to go down that road. The price point, he said, was roughly around $1,500 plus or minus. That could be a little bit more because we know everything's starting to get inflated and getting parts and stuff. It's getting more difficult. So definitely expect that numbers can change. But I was very excited to hear from a company like Wilwood, who has a fairly good reputation, that they're going into this market. I was really excited to see and hear that. They said they had to redesign the caliper and actually make it a little bit smaller, like the tolerances on the walls and stuff, and take away some of the excess material. So he made it sound like they redesigned the entire caliper to make it work with a 17-inch wheel and actually still fit a bigger rotor. Now, I really, really liked the idea behind that because a lot of the companies I know were actually putting smaller rotors on it to be able to fit those calipers. There was, I think, American Performance Brakes out of California. I spoke to a gentleman at and they actually put a smaller rotor on the Jeep to fit their 6-piston caliper on it. And I'm not the biggest fan of that solution because then you're getting less surface area and you're losing the cooling aspect that you need to stop some heavy tires and some heavy vehicles itself. So that there's some issues there that I could kind of see happening. But I was really excited to see that Wilwood stepping in, and they're looking to do some good things. There's a few other companies I talked to about the braking industry, and no one else really had anything groundbreaking coming out, to be honest with you guys. That was about the most exciting stuff that I thought. I really enjoyed going to SEMA. The reason you don't see any SEMA coverage is because I didn't have a press badge. I actually just got there because, you know, I know some people. I got to network a little bit, and that's how I got into the show. I think I will be able to go next year or the year after and do it under a press badge, so I'll be able to show you guys at SEMA what's going on and be able to talk to the companies and show you guys on camera, and you can hear it directly out of their mouths, not from me secondhand like a week and a half later. I think that's going to be very, very beneficial, obviously, because the more people you have there talking to all these companies, people are thinking of different things, different people to talk to, so you're going to have better information just coming out into the media. It was an awesome experience to be able to go to the event, so shout out to everyone that made that possible for me. I really appreciate you. Oh, and before I forget, obviously, I am wearing a new hat. These are not for sale yet. I think I could get a ton more. The thing is, my patches, while they are sewn patches, they're iron-on. So with like normal hats and stuff, it works great. They don't usually come off, and if they do, you can take a little bit of iron to it. Since this is obviously a knitted cap, I don't know how it's going to work out. I literally made this today, so I'm going to torture test the crap out of it, and I want to see if the patch comes off or not. If it doesn't come off and a ton of washes, throwing it around, stuff like that, I might sell them or make a couple. I definitely have some other designs in the works, as well as some, different colorations for the hats, just to throw the patch on it. More stuff coming, guys. I'll let you know what happens down the pipeline. I like little fun projects like this stuff because it flexes the creativity muscle a little bit more, because I don't necessarily always have the time to do it with the channel. And if you've made it this far in the video, guys, it's obviously longer than a TikTok, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of stuff. A lot of Jeep stuff is going to be coming. I have a lot of big plans. So we're coming down the pipeline. Once we get out of this Christmas season, there's going to be a lot more stuff coming to the Jeep, guys. I'm really, really excited for it. There was one more product I wanted to mention. I forget the name. When I remember it, I'll put it in the video here. But it was this company out of Connecticut, and it was something easy. But the product they had that was the coolest for me, they had two. They had a cart that stored your doors. It could store 4 doors. So for all you 4-door guys, it was great. And the cart was carpeted, and it could fold up. So if you're traveling somewhere and you need to move your doors inside out of a hotel room or something, the cart had wheels, it was carpeted, and it was balanced well, and you could just drive it around wherever you wanted. It was a very, very easy solution for door storage on the go, or even in your garage if you don't have that much space. I was super impressed with this product. It came in at around $200, and it was really impressive. And the other one, they actually created a rear window stand for the soft tops, so that way you don't have to roll up your top anymore and ruin it. They just had a little like piston stand, just like you'd see on a hard top, and it functioned just as you would expect it to. It was really cool. I'll link both of these products once I find the company in the description below somewhere throughout the video, guys. But again, with that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all the typical YouTube jazz. I really appreciate all of you watching my videos. This is a little bit boring one. It's just kind of me talking, but some of these products I think were really important, and I wanted to let you guys know about them because I was excited about them. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.
Yeah, it's that first day of first grade, that cute girl, your third date, that backpack, that snapback you've had since the first